2, 1. Now, instead of getting distracted on children's shows, we get distracted on how we should run this channel.
Yeah.
And you can listen to that in the bonus part that'll be after this entire Let's Play.
All I'm saying is... Wait,
No,
are
I'm
you going
already
to
setting it
compile
up in the
all of
video
them
editor to
into a
have,
bonus
like,
part?
the bonus, like, joke episode.
Oh no.
Bonus video.
Oh no.
Yes, it's the Sonic 2 bonus video.
The infamous. Oh, man. Silence.
Yes, I know. I was about to, like, gameplay.
Ooh.
And I guess this kind of
Gameplay.
this feeds
Well,
right
we're in a
into
cutscene.
this feeds right into Brant's idea of post commentary is meh.
All I'm saying
Yeah.
is... Oh, Vampire the Masquerade live commentary.
Oh, no. Didn't they make a sequel for that?
My
I thought they
entire
had a
shtick
sequel.
is
I don't know.
I grew up watching post commentary YouTube channels, so that's always what I wanted to do, for this
I had
channel.
the exact opposite
Yeah.
thing. I grew up watching live commentary.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
So... But I mean,
I grew up
I
with
do appreciate
Markiplier
what...
and I grew up with Markiplier and Team Crafted and shit. Like
The trolley car seems to be working.
Super Crew.
And I'm
Minecraft
not
Modern
saying that there is much more value to doing live stuff, because especially like some things you can only do live, like first reactions and shit like that. That
Yeah.
can only ever be done live.
That's why I want to
And-
do. That's why I think we should do more.
live
That's
stuff.
why I think we should do more like blind live commentaries, where we literally just find a game that we think would be fun to do, and then we just do it.
Yeah,
And
I mean
that's-
the biggest thing that might also come up with some logistical problems as well, because that would like require everybody being able to get on this couch and playing the
Well,
game
we
with
could
us.
use Discord streaming.
That is also
True.
true.
With the Backstreet
But-
Boys reunion tour, we could use Discord streaming as like a like a what do you call it? Like what we're doing for now, and then later
Once shit
on,
gets better.
When later on,
Yeah.
later on when people stop dying,
Yeah.
we can
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Yeah. But as I said, I always still want a place for these
Post
stupid post commentaries for maybe like shorter games and whatnot.
Again, this is
Yeah.
like this is.
I think this is a
just-
better format
This
for
is
shorter
just
games.
the Supercast, but with Sonic gameplay in the background.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, also another good part of post commentary is that I can also edit out all of my done shit without losing much content.
Live
True.
commentary you can edit out dumb. You don't have live commentary. The dumb shit is part of the entertainment because you have live reactions to the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Again, there's pros and cons either way.
Yeah.
It's just that there's way more pros for live.
I don't know.
Both
Like,
of them have their merits, Brent.
It really depends on the game, I think.
Yeah.
It does depend on the game. Yeah.
Because like I
'Cause,
said,
like-
shorter games would be better for like
Post.
posts
Well,
like this. So
actually,
like Sonic Adventure would kind of be on like the in between short and long side, because each
I feel
story
like there's
is
like
like
a middle. Like they're right in the middle that work for.
Yeah.
Because, like, too short, and it would be better for a live commentary, because we could just do a one-and-done first impressions, like, thing.
one done video.
And then,
Yeah.
but longer,
Like an
I feel
RPG.
like live would work, because, like, Persona
Thank you,
would work
Knuckles.
really well for live, because it just simplifies logistics to such a degree.
Especially since I'm going to be running off a pre-made script, basically. In terms
Oh, yeah.
of the actions I would go for.
Yeah,
Because, yes, I would,
because
I would be the
especially
one
that-
playing.
That's the point where you ask us to decide the actions, and we do it all without knowing anything. And then you scream inside as you watch us do everything wrong.
No.
Yeah. Also, another thing is like that comes down to like the logistics. No matter which way you do it, you also need to do a test playthrough to make sure you remember everything.
That's
And you're
I
not
have
flailing
literally
around
played
like a
Persona
moron like I
5.
did for this. Yeah.
live commentary is the point. Live commentary though is where it gets fun with flailing around.
Yeah. And again, I'm
I
on
mean,
my
I would
5th
still
playthrough
prefer
of
to,
Persona 5.
like, know my bearings around so there's not, like, 2 whole parts of me running around a hub world being like, what the fuck do I do? Like, the entire time with the Monkey Destruction switch with Knuckles, that would have been just, like, about a part and a half of me just running around being like, what the fuck do I need to do here?
I mean, that's
But
fair,
again, you would
but
have had
that's-
us
again,
around,
that's what editing's
meaning-
for.
Yeah.
But you would have also had us around telling you, go there.
Yeah,
And
that's also
dig.
true. Gron would be like, Levi, you fucking dumbass.
I haven't touched
Gron-
this game
Gron-
in a
Gron
fucking
is the lore
decade.
master here. He probably knows how the game works, like, before we fucking know that we're doing it, man.
Yeah.
Again,
Gron,
I haven't
Gron is
touched
the
this game in a
Gron
decade.
knows the wiki pages to games that haven't come out yet.
Maybe.
Gron knows. Gron has memorized the Elden Ring map.
Also, so I had a hard time with this one because it's no use. And
No use.
Wrong game.
Yeah, but Knuckles still says it.
Ah!
It's because the emerald is hidden inside of it's that one enemy that has a hard time showing up on the PC release because it's based on
Bruh.
how many frames it's on the screen.
So the emerald's inside the enemy, right?
Yeah,
So I guess
right
you
there.
could say-
That's the enemy.
so
The
I guess
enemy
you could
goes
say-
invisible every amount of frames.
So I
but
guess you could
the
say.
game,
So I guess you could say the real treasure was inside him all along.
yes. That
Uh,
enemy has a problem spawning on the PC release because in like the GameCube release because it runs at like 60 FPS rather than 30. Except for I actually have a mod that makes the PC version run at 30, so logic like that doesn't fuck over. But it's still this is still a port of a port
it
of a port
breaks
of a
it.
port.
It breaks it more.
So, yeah. So the enemy, its attack cycle and like appear cycle is based on how many frames it's on the screen. So sometimes the enemy just doesn't show up, and when it does, it only shows up long enough. It doesn't even show up long enough to get an attack in.
It's coming here soon. And I
Yeah,
happen.
that is the.
So that enemy
that is
just
the
was
problem.
kind of like
From here.
invisible. And
I mean,
thankfully
it
was
could be
able
worse.
to I was actually able to like just lose a life and hit restart in the pause menu, and that caused the enemy to respawn, and I just got it right away.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
It could always be worse.
Are you safe?
It could be. It could be Spyro reignited.
Let me talk to my
I actually have not touched the reignited games yet.
There must be a better way.
There is one specific FPS bug for the PC release on one
Okay.
specific stage in Spyro 1
Don't worry, my friends. I will
because the game
now.
on console runs at 30 and you can boost it up to
Pump
60
it up to
for
60
PC.
on PC if
Yeah. And it's boosting the frame rate to 60 that fucks something over in one of the stages. I can't remember what. I can't remember
probably
which, but I'll
more
know it if I see
like
it.
logic that's frame based, which
Yes.
developers shouldn't be doing.
God, why would you make frame-based logic? That's literally what broke Dark Souls when it first came
Yes.
out.
I mean,
Like I
if the idea
understand
is
it, like
that-
say like this game was an exclusive to the Dreamcast, and they probably never had intentions to bring it to like another console because
Anything
Sega
else.
never had intentions to completely implode in the console market. So this
Yeah.
game was made for one spec. So yeah, you can make frame-based logic because the game's spec'd to only hit 30.
What are you talking
And the
about?
same goes for Spyro.
You're telling me Sega didn't enter the console business and explicitly intending to lose shit tons of money?
I mean,
What kind of company are they?
do we need to go back to the strange situation that was the Saturn and 32X?
Yeah.
But, like, again, that same idea applies to Spyro Reignited. It was originally released on PS4. I don't think that porting it was in the cards when they were developing Spyro 1. And I know that the game had very rushed development toward the end,
Oh yeah.
so that's fun.
Because
I think
Sony be like, hey, when that game coming out?
And-
Also, this is
and I
like the
think
only time that like the Master Emerald is used as like a crystal ball,
Yeah, I believe so.
which is weird. Like, why throw that one plot point? I mean, I guess it makes it obvious. Like, it makes it so nobody needs to explain to Knuckles that he needs to go to the egg carrier,
Knuckles is a loner.
but also that's just completely out of the blue. Like, okay, the Master Emerald, you know, you can ask it, be like, where's the rest of you? And it'd be like, I got you, fam.
It is a weird,
What was that
weird
quack?
detail.
It's a beautiful day, and I am a terrible goose.
Untitled Goose Game when?
Don't gooses honk?
Shit.
Fun fact,
Also, this
my
is
name
completely
actually
this is a
kind of
plot
goose.
point that is completely glossed over because I don't talk to the NPCs. But sometime during like the latter half of the story,
Yeah.
the characters are stuck in the area that they're in because the trains are out of service, and it's
Yeah.
just because, well, there's nothing over there for you to go and do and waste your time with. But they explain that in universe, as in the train workers went on strike.
Really?
And then once you know you're able to go back to the other area, if you talk to the NPCs, you find out that, you know, they got what they wanted.
They got
Union.
strikes working in the United States of America. You're telling me they didn't just assassinate the guy in charge of it?
But this is not the United States of America. This is
This
vaguely
is
This
Japan.
is Sonic.
This is
But
vaguely
wait, but
Japan.
there's the president in the White House in Sonic in the Shadow universe, right? Is Shadow? In
Gron,
the,
I
in
could
the
swear
SA
that both the
canon?
adventure games, especially like Adventure 2, are like based off of Western cities. For like Station Square and San Francisco Zone.
It's
Well, I
literally
mean-
San Francisco.
I mean, well, that's like a fan name for city,
Still, though.
but
It's
but the thing is,
I'm just gonna go through my Steam
But you-
library and look
I
at
don't
all
know.
of the unplayed ones.
oh jeez.
Can I sort games
Um,
by unplayed?
sort by playtime and scroll all the way down.
Okay.
It works.
But as you were saying, Gron,
Like obviously, City Escape and all of SA2 is somewhere on the West Coast, but I don't think. I would say that Adventure 1 is more based in Japan, but there's also the case of A Lost World being very heavily based on ancient South American structures.
yeah.
So, and how you get to Japan and South America by train, that makes no sense.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, even for a place like nobody, like even like for the logistical question of why the hell is there a train to, I know it's so you can travel between the areas, but why is there a train to the Mystic Ruins?
tourism?
To the sky deck.
I
Because
mean, I
you have
guess
to
so,
imagine
but, like,
that
no
the train
one-
makes more stops,
Yeah.
and it's just that the one stop that it makes in game happens to be Mystic Ruin,
Okay. Yeah.
and it just so happens when Mystic or Angel Island ends up.
Yeah. So, because it's the fact that Angel Island has crashed down into the ocean and now into, like, actual landmass. I mean, it's still in the ocean, but it was next to a landmass that kind of caused, you know, a mountainside to spontaneously appear in the Mystic Ruins. Does, like, Angel Island, like, move in a sense?
I mean, wasn't Angel Island originally called like Floating Island or something?
I'm not sure on that one.
I think that's what the manual for 3 calls it, Floating Island.
Maybe. But
It's just that
might
people
have
call
been...
it Angel Island because Sonic 3 Stage 1.
Yeah. It's also one of those things where it's like,
I mean, there's also localization. to factor in,
localization. Yeah, localization problems.
Push or pull the lever to control the ship.
This stage
And again,
sucks.
this is a soft reboot.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of times that... So you're saying soft reboot, as in, this game, you know, still goes out of its way to kind of, like, explain at least the origin of, you know, Knuckles kind
Tails
of
meeting
with the
Sonic.
Echidna tribe, the Tails meeting Sonic in nondescript zone, and Amy
No,
being
Wood
rescued
Zone.
by Sonic
It's Wood Zone,
from
damn
Metal
it.
in nondescript Zone 2.
But at the same time, it's just resetting canon to properly align between the Western and Eastern interpretations.
That's true as well.
Which
was
is
that-
why it's more of a soft reboot than anything.
Yeah. So does that mean that, of course, Sonic Team or Sega Japan must have known that, there was kind of like an alternate canon for the US market. So they actually like deliberately went out of their way to make this,
Hard,
That.
cut and dry. This is where the series goes from here.
yeah.
But it's
And I think
but
and I
everything
think the
before
series
still
is better
happened.
off because of it.
Yeah. Like, the events of, like, CD, everything up to 3 and Knuckles, all that did happen. It's just that everything is, like, reset outside of the bare minimum.
Yeah. So, like,
In a
all
way.
the games are still... All the Genesis games and whatnot are still canon. It's just all the flavor text just from the US side doesn't exist anymore.
Pretty much.
Which, yeah, the US flavor text kind of sucked. I didn't like Mohawk Sonic anyway.
Yeah,
Deck of this ship, there's a place you can
I don't know.
That was just a weird design that all of the Saturday morning cartoons went for. Mohawk Sonic.
Mohawk, Jaleel White. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Because it's easier
in
to
all of, like,
animate.
the US box art, it kind of looked like... It kind of looked like that Sonic only had one row of spines, and it was a Mohawk.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
So when, Sega licensed out, the Sonic, IP to be
Brand.
made into, like, Saturday morning cartoons,
All they had to go on was essentially the
Was the
art given
US
to the
art.
West.
and it's also the reason why Dr. Robotnik in, like, the cartoons also has, like, black eyes with red pupils, except for the red pupils were added to make him not look entirely creepy.
Why do I
Yeah.
know so many games that I don't remember getting?
Probably Humble Bundles and Steam sales.
Yeah,
Probably. But that's the fun of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do have a few games that I'm looking through all of the unplayed shit in my Steam library right now. I am finding a few that look kind of interesting, like they might make decent videos. There's this one game that I
That's
got
always
for
fun.
free one time for some reason, I don't know.
It's
There's
always
Fallen Order.
fun to see what
There's-
random stuff you happen to get.
Okay, Knuckles managed to get run over about 4 times by those barrels and did not lose any of his rings.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's 100% fine, sir. Alright, Knuckles now has the entire Chaos Emerald. Not the Chaos Emerald, the entire Master Emerald shards back in place. And
the
now,
Super
time
Chaos
for lore.
Emerald.
There are two hit orbs on the screen right now. My continuity. Okay, goodness, that was the end of the part.
Yeah, for better or for better.
Yeah, for better. We get to move on.
Yeah.
Wait a fucking second.
No.
Why am I looking through my Steam library for games? Why am I not looking through
Oh,
the
no.
infinitely better source for weird fucking games?
Game Jolt and itch.io.
Epic Shapes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I believe the commentary. I'm gonna go plunder Itch.io.
All right. Have fun with that.
Fair enough.